So now I want to introduce you to the concept of automation using MailChimp. And there's a few principles I want to cover here. So why is automation so powerful? Well, automation allows you to send a predefined sequence of emails based on specific actions that visitors take on your site. And those actions could be things like abandoning a cart, could be viewing certain products, could be opting into your email list, it could be purchasing a product or even a very specific product on your site. So the beauty and the power of automation is that once you create the system, it's working automatically in the background to market your products while you work on other things. It's literally working for you while you sleep. So as a small business owner, this is incredibly powerful. You're literally putting your marketing on autopilot. You don't have to manage it on a day-to-day basis. You can simply review it. Maybe you want to add to it gradually over time, but once it's created, it's done. Now, when you're designing your sequence, you want to think in terms of the marketing funnel, which I've mentioned previously. So in other words, you want to provide content that is most relevant to where someone is in the buying process. So essentially, you're trying to move someone from a cold lead, someone who's just encountered your brand for the first time, to someone who is a warm lead. That's someone who has a good affinity for your products and your brand and is interested in purchasing something. So that's really the purpose behind automation. But I'm going to walk you through 3 key sequences that will help you accomplish that. The first is the abandoned cart sequence. So the abandoned cart sequence is sent to anyone who fills a cart on your site. They enter their information, but they fail to consummate the purchase. So this is a way of getting them back and incentivizing them, if required, to actually complete the purchase. The second sequence we'll cover is called the opt-in sequence. And so this is a longer series of emails that you would send to anyone once they join your email list. So again, you're really trying to move them from a cold lead into someone who has a good affinity for your brand and interested in making a purchase. And finally, the third one we're going to cover is the post-purchase sequence. So this is something you would send to anyone who's purchased a product. You want to make sure they're having a great experience with their product. You want to turn them into a brand advocate, give them incentives to share about your products, and ultimately entice them back to make another purchase. It's much more cost-effective to market to an existing customer than it is to a new customer. So we're going to cover all 3 of those sequences in detail in the upcoming lessons.